This is part 6 of section 2.3. We have been using the rational zero test and synthetic division to completely factor the polynomial. So if I have f of x is equal to x to the fourth minus 6x cubed plus x squared plus 30x minus 8, and I want to get this thing factored, I need to find my p over q value so I can start someplace. P comes from 8, so this is 1, 2, 4, and 8. And my q values come from 1, so this is also p over q. So let's just jump in, see what we can find. Let's try 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Constant, everything is there. Bring down the 1, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, add, and you don't even need to finish the arithmetic to see that that's not going to work. Let's try negative 1. Multiply negative 1, negative 7, 7, 8, negative 8, 22, negative 22, and that's not 0. Okay, let's try 2. Bring down the 1. And that's, again, not 0. Let's try negative 2. Multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply to get negative 34, negative 4, 8, and 0. Okay, good. So negative 2 is a solution. So that means that one of my factors is x minus a negative 2, which is x plus 2. So I've got part of it done. Now I need to keep going with this depressed equation. And so this is x to the fourth. So this is 1x cubed minus 8x squared plus 17x minus 4. Okay? So now I'm going to start over again. I always do a quick look to see if what I have factors. Usually we can't factor a cubic polynomial, but sometimes factoring by grouping will work. Sometimes we'll have a difference of cubes, sum of cubes. Sometimes we can do something, but not in this case. So we want to do p over q again. My p values are going to come from the 4. Okay, and my q values are still 1, so this is still p over q. Notice that now 8 is no longer a possibility. So we've eliminated some of our choices. We do need to find at least one more. So, and if these numbers did not work in the original, they're not going to work here. Now, negative 2 might work again, but since these didn't work in the original, there's no need to test them here. They're not going to work. So I've done 1, negative 1, 2, negative 2. Let's just keep going. 4. And this time I'm using this one, which are going to be your these will be your coefficients here. Okay. and bring down the 1, get -4, -16, which is 1, +4, and 0. Here I've got another solution. 4 is another one of my solutions. So x minus 4 is also a factor. And now I want to keep going with this depressed equation, which is x squared minus 4x plus 1. Okay. So now I need to find the zeros for this. And this doesn't have rational zeros. This does not factor. So I'm going to go to the quadratic formula for this to find my other solutions. X is equal to -b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c over 2 times a. So I have 4 plus or minus the square root of 12 over 2, which is 4 plus or minus 2 square roots of 3 over 2. And then you can factor a 2 out of the top and reduce to 2 plus or minus the square root of 3. Okay. Now, how will they want you to write this? This is x minus, you can use parentheses within parentheses, 2 plus the square root of 3 times x minus 2 minus the square root of 3. That's what they're looking for. Okay, let's look at an application problem. The volume of a rectangular solid is x to the 4th plus 3x cubed plus x plus 3 cubic inches. Its length and width are x plus 3 and x plus 1 respectively. Find its height. So first we need to remember the formula for volume of a rectangular solid, which is length times width times height. Okay, so now I'm just going to write this, plug in the information I have. So my volume is x to the 4th plus 3x cubed plus x plus 3. And that is, I'm looking for the height, so I'll just put it there, times x plus 3 times x plus 1. Now simply do the algebra here. If I divide both sides by this, and I have that. Now all I need to do is this division now. You can multiply these together and then do long division because you're going to have a square term in there. Or you can do synthetic division twice. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to first divide by x plus 3. So that's a minus 3. Write down your coefficients, and we're missing a square term, so don't forget your 0. One, 3, 0, 1, 3. Bring down the 1. This should divide in evenly. And I do. So now, after I've divided by x plus 3, I have x cubed plus 1. So what I've done right now is I've now changed this to x plus 3, x cubed plus, let's try this again, x cubed plus 1 over x plus 1. Okay, now if you recognize this as the sum of cubes and you remember how to factor it, then you can divide this evenly, easily and get your solution. But if you don't, we'll do exactly the same thing we did here. I'm going to do -1 because that's what makes this 0. I'm going to use these coefficients, 1, 0, 0, 1. And I've got that, which gives me the answer, x squared minus x plus 1. That is your overall answer here.